Hey everyone, it's Alderius, and today I'll be doing the Great Katana run in Elden Ring. So, there is a lot to talk about, but before I do that, let me get into the build and talk about that first. So, obviously, today we'll be using the Great Katana. Now, the Great Katana is a DLC weapon, and we'll have to go get it, which has some implications, which we'll talk about a bit later. But Great Katana, really good weapon. There are three Great Katana class weapons in the game, and all three are viable. This is the only infusible one, if I'm not mistaken. So, really mid strength and dex scaling, but it comes with passive bleed. And of course, when it comes with passive bleed and you want to focus on the bleed, you're pigeonholed into basically two paths. You either go like heavy, keen, quality infusion. In this case, it'd probably be quality infusion would be the best. And then go blood flame blade. Or just go occult infusion. And I tend to prefer occult because you don't have to refresh buffs, which is annoying. Like, try fighting Promise Consort with Blood Flame Blade and tell me how it goes. Like, it's gonna fall off eventually. So, I prefer just keeping the constant high bleed buildup by going occult. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Here's the path, or not the path, the table for all the scalings. We're gonna go occult. So, obviously, we're gonna be heavy arcane. But yeah. As for skills, the best skill for an occult Great Katana probably would be Blood Tax. Due to the obvious synergy with blood there. Also, repeating thrust would be pretty good. But today, we're not going to go with those. We're going to go with Overhead Stance instead. So, Overhead Stance is basically Ichimonji from Sekiro, where if you light attack, you do a single Ichimonji, and if you do a heavy attack, you do a triple Ichimonji, basically. So, why are we doing that instead of Blood Tax, which should be more min-max? Well, Overhead Stance can only be used on this weapon. It is an Ash of War, but it literally only applies to Great Katanas, and remember, this is the only infusible one, so literally it can only be used on this weapon. I'm like 95% certain. So it can be used on regular katanas, only the Great Katanas, and the infusible ones, aka just this weapon. So I gotta use it, or I'm not gonna be able to use it like ever, unless I want to do another Great Katana run. So, I'm gonna be going with Overhead Stance. Overhead Stance is not a bad ability, in fact, it is a good ability, really good. All the stance abilities are pretty strong. It's probably on the weaker side, because the stance damage is not too amazing, but it's still really good. So we shouldn't struggle too much in this run, but we'll see. Now, as for talismans, I'm going to go really heavily into the Overhead Stance skill. So obviously Shard of Alexander greatly boosts the attack power of skills by 15%. Rolana's cameo, this was buffed in the past, so it's absolutely insane. So if I hold the stance for a second, I gain 45% increased damage on the ability. So that's insane. If the opening's long enough to where I can hold for a second, that's crazy damage. So obviously this is a no-brainer for any stance builds now. Now it gets a little dicier after that. What I think I'm going to do is go Blood. So I'm going to do Lord of Blood's Exaltation. So every time I get a Blood proc, I get 20% attack power. An Overhead Stance should scale off of your overall attack power, so this proc should scale the damage of Overhead Stance. But I didn't actually test that, but I'm 90% sure that's how that works, so should be really good. The last slot is pretty open to interpretation, honestly. Obviously, we'll be swapping in Rune Scarab as usual, but for permanent use, maybe two-handed Sword Talisman just to enhance our normal attacks. This doesn't work with the overhead stance, by the way. At least it shouldn't. It'll just improve our R1s, essentially. Which, you know, sometimes we might not be able to use the stance, so that's fine. Maybe the stamina recovery talisman, the turtle ones, will work as well. I'm not actually quite sure about that, but we'll play around with it when we get there. I think for now, though, I'm going to go with two-handed sword talisman. As for crystal tiers, green burst crystal tier, pretty much BIS for every single melee build, obviously. After that, I might actually try the blood-sucking crack tier, which pretty much gives you 20% damage, but it drains your HP slowly. The reason I don't get this in the normal runs is because you have to kill a furnace golem. That's really annoying, actually, because you have to also craft a pot, which means going to grab the recipe for that, and it's like super, super annoying. So in the new game runs, I never use this, but New Game Plus, which I'll talk about in a second, I can assume that I already have it, so I don't have to farm it every run, basically. So pretty good overall. As for armor, now Rakshasa set is BIS for this, but as I've explained before, I don't want to run Rakshasa every single game, so I'm not gonna do that most likely. I don't want to run the same armor set every run. That's kind of like cheese. So I might end up running it this time, though, because it is a great katana and it's pretty thematic. We'll see. But yeah. We're not going to run the headpiece anyway, because we have Var's mask available. Let me bring that up. Or the white mask, yeah. Where it's the same thing as a talisman, where if you bleed somebody, you get 10% attack power. So I actually don't have this. I forgot to get it before I locked out of it in my template run, so we have to go kill Moog early, essentially. Go to Mogwin Palace and kill the fake Var to get this, so I'm into that pretty early on in the run, but yeah. That's what we're going to be doing. You know what? This run we will run Rakshasas and White Mask due to the thematic purposes, but overall, we're not going to do that. So, in case you don't know, though, let me pull it up. Rakshasa set. Each piece gives you just flat, not flat, but multiplicative damage taken and dealt. Now, the damage taken just means the resistances are lowered a bit, which doesn't matter. So, really, this does not matter. It just gives you damage dealt. So, yeah, nothing too crazy. But it is a lot of... We'll be running 3 pieces, so it'd be about... It's not 6% because it's multiplicative, but it's around 6% increased damage dealt, which isn't much, but it is pretty cool. I'm conflicted. Maybe I should just wear Var's set. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll go collect Rakshasa stuff, though, for sure. For sure. And that's the build, so... I have a lot more to talk about, though, so let's continue. Now, I mentioned that the Great Katana is a New Game Plus weapon because it's a DLC weapon. So, what that means is that this is going to be our first New Game Plus run. So, the New Game Plus runs are going to follow a different rule set than the other runs. So, for all the New Game Plus runs, I'm going to run with a level 150 character. 150 is pretty generous. Most people beat the game above that, even above 200, so I'll still be challenged somewhat. Don't worry about all these runes we're holding, by the way. I'm going to get rid of them before we start. And the implication of New Game Plus is that we have everything beforehand, for the most part. Obviously, I forgot about White Mask, like I was talking about, but for most things, the assumption is that we have everything unlocked already. So what that means is we have full flasks, like we would normally have if we enter New Game Plus. We have a ton of smithing stones. Where are they? They missing? The bolster materials. Yeah, we have a bunch of smithing stones as if we were entering New Game Plus. Our scatter level's 20 as if we were entering New Game Plus. You know, all the usual stuff. So, We have all the talismans already. I don't need to go get all the talismans because you already would have them by the time you enter New Game Plus, etc., etc. So, don't need to worry about that. Now, that is the run, but first we have some things to do before we actually enter New Game Plus. So we gotta first get the Great Katana, and I'll show you where it is. I intentionally did not get the Great Katana itself because I want to show everybody where to get it. So it's really easy. Go to this grace here at the beginning of the DLC. And it's going to be over here by this lake. I want to show everyone where to get the weapons just in case. I mean, you can obviously go to the wiki and look, but for completeness sake, I want to show the weapons. How to get them. Then we'll go kill Rakshasa, and then we'll enter New Game Plus. Because I haven't killed Rakshasa yet. I may as well show his fight for all the Great Katana runs. Is this the one right here? Let's see. There you go. Boom. Great Katana. Excellent. Now, Great Katanas, all three of them, are preferred to be two-handed. Not really power stanced, so that's what I'm going to do as well. Let's go here. Maybe I should keep Star Scourge on to cheese Rakshasa, but we'll see. We'll see for sure. Great Katana with overhead stance. Let's upgrade it. All the way to plus 25. All the way. Boom. These are the stats with, I should do some respecking now, actually, but... You know what? Let's actually use Star Scourge to just kill Rakshasa, because I do need to respec, and that's going to depend on the weight of the Rakshasa set. So, we'll talk more about the weapon in a second. Let's go kill Rakshasa as well. So Rakshasa is, I think he's over here. This tomb. Also, another announcement is that I'm local recording VODs now, so the quality on YouTube should be way higher, like super high, compared to what it used to be. I used to export from Twitch. But hopefully, starting with this run, unless I did something wrong, you should see an uptick in video quality on the YouTube side, which is very nice. A shame I couldn't have the Star Scourge Greatsword run. A lot of people seem to like the DLC part of that. It got like a lot of attention for some reason. I don't know why. But now we're doing that, so hopefully the quality's a lot better. Let me check actually it's still recording, because that'd be sad if it wasn't. Yeah, it is still recording, apparently. I had to clear up a lot of space on my computer because I still have all the Dark Souls 2 stuff on there. But yeah, Rakshasa should be right here. This weapon shreds NPC, so I want to use this. Beauty hyper armor part of that. Okey-dokey. No stamina. So our stamina recovery speed is pretty good. Boom. Rakshasa down. He gives another katana, the Raksasa's Great Katana, and his helmet. We'll do runs of all three Great Katanas someday, so don't worry about that. We will do Raksasa's Great Katana, but today we'll be doing just a normal Great Katana. So let's put on the Rakshasa stuff, except the helmet. What is white mass weight? That's actually going to be kind of important. Let me look that up real quick. White mask. We're going to need to do a calculator in a second. 3.2, okay. Do we have anything close to that? 3.3, okay. We're going to need to calculate the endurance that we need to medium roll, that's why. Okay, now we're ready to respec. So, let's go back here. Unequip this. Oh yeah, we're still gonna use. I didn't mention this, but we're gonna use Golden Vow in our offhand for our weapon for our body buff. I mean, but that's pretty standard. We're gonna be using a Golden Vow dagger. Nothing too crazy there. Great Katana plus 25. Okay, so this is important. Let me equip my talismans as well, because they have weight to them. Do two-handed sword talisman here. We'll keep Shard of Alexander, put on Rolana's cameo, and then Lord of Blood's Exaltation. So our total weight at this point would be 42.6 at a 97.9. So the way this works is that 42.6 will have to be 70% of our max weight. So you divide 42.6 by 0.7, and that gets the max weight that we need to avoid fat rolling. I'm going to round that up a few points, so I'll say 62. So we need our max equip load to be 62 to avoid a fat roll. Giving some wiggle room for different talisman weights and so on. So, for this, wow, we really don't need a lot of endurance, do we? Shoot. Okay. We're gonna do 60 vigor. We'll just go up to 20 endurance. There you go, boom. 60 vigor. You definitely want that in New Game Plus. You might be able to get away with 40, but not advised. And we're gonna do, actually, hold on. I want to see the numbers go up. So I'm gonna infuse my weapon first. I know I can do it on the go with a certain item, but I like doing it at the blacksmith. But yeah, let's do the infusion first. I forgot about that. Ash of War. So again, we're gonna stay overhead stance because it's unique to this weapon, basically. We're gonna go occult. I forgot to mention as well that the Great Katana by default does not have arcane scaling. So what that means is arcane does not increase the blood loss buildup. A weapon that has bleed on it needs to have arcane scaling on it for the arcane stat to increase buildup. So if you want to go bleed with a weapon that already has bleed on it, you want to go with an infusion that gives it arcane scaling, which is blood, poison, or occult. Usually occult is the best. Because blood is usually for weapons that don't already have blood on it, and poison is just a meme, so yeah. Hopefully that makes sense. We're on occult, so that means we're going to mostly invest into arcane. What are the requirements for this weapon, actually? I didn't check. Okay, hold on, let me do that. 1418, okay. So let me go here, boom. So, the stat cap for blood loss buildup is around 60, but obviously the damage keeps going up to 80. So, we'll be doing that. After that, dexterity is the better option. So we'll probably do that as well. Why do I have 15 intelligence on this character? What do I need 15 in? Oh yeah, because the Star Scourge required that. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Then we'll go to strength. So most of our points are going to go into strength this run. No, I mean, not strength, dexterity kick. Maybe we'll put in more points to endurance, but we'll see. Who knows? I don't think having higher stamina increase is that important. But those will be our stats for the run. We can't put on the Rakshasa helm, can we? Because we're capped. Oh, we still can. Wow, that's really light. The frick? We'll put that on until we get wide mask helm. Finally, let me show off the skill before we go into New Game Plus. Okay, my leg just fell asleep. That sucks. Holy cow. So Great Katana has the usual Katana slashing moveset, right? There's its heavy attack that we're like never gonna use. The important thing though is the stance. Oh yeah, we could have put some points into mind actually. We want to put some points into mind later. Because having more mind will help a lot. So actually we'll probably put points in mind for a bit. But you see that red thing? That is Rolana's cameo going off. The light attack is the one Ichimonji. The heavy attack is the triple Ichimonji. So that's gonna be the bulk of our damage. But yeah, let's end the game as well. We'll do Ronnie's one, but we're gonna skip it, so sorry for the fan service, guys. But most people have already seen this ending. What is the stat? Like, most people have done this ending over the normal one. Isn't that so funny? Okay, begin journey 2. Yes. My character's already backed up, so don't need to worry about that. And here we go. The goal of this run, as usual, is to kill all Remembrance bosses. So we are going to kill everybody. Don't worry about that. We also need to dump these runes at some point. I'm not going to level with them. Don't worry. I could use the Homeward Bone or not, whatever it's called. I guess there would be a dark sign in this game. I forget what it's called in Elden Ring, though. The dark sign, though, to get rid of all those runes. Let's see if we can kill this Chud first, though. I didn't configure my tier as well. My physic flask. That's fine. That is fine. Ooh! That damage. Heck yeah, dude. Ornamental straight sword. I was thinking of doing a run with that, but it requires you... I mean, you don't have to, but you should kill this boss in the tutorial. It's pretty hard to do in a new game. I've done it on my first playthrough, but I had to use a shield character for that, because I ran knight at the start. I probably would have to do it again. But yeah, that means if I die, I have to reset the run, and it'd be super annoying, but maybe. We'll see. It is a very fascinating weapon. And make sure audio levels are good as well. Yes. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. Like, can I get rid of these runes now? I guess I gotta bind this, huh? Memory of Grace. We do lose the grafted Scion runes, but, like, who cares about that? It's like 12k or something. Boom, now we're clean. Let's go. The first thing we're gonna do, since we don't have to actually get our flasks anymore, we have them already, so that cuts down a lot of the travel time. We're just gonna go kill Godric immediately, then Renala immediately. And then we'll go for Moog. And that'll be good. We have 108 blood loss buildup right now, which is awesome.
Come to the left course. Unfortunately, you are fake.
We will fight Tree Sentinel, I guess. Just for funsies, you know.
great to castle home.
You can cheese Tree Sentinel with stance abilities, by the way, and I'll show you how to do that. Using his charge. You cheese his charge attack a bit. Alright, let's fix our physique up. Put blood sucking there and green burst. Excellent. Yeah, you'll notice my health go down with blood sucking. It's fairly aggressive, but nothing too crazy. I don't really like this tier all that much, but it is BIS, for sure. And you go over here, boom. You can outrange that attack and get huge damage on him. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, no hit. No hit run. Most of the early games are gonna be pretty easy, because that's just how it goes in New Game Plus, but yeah. I want to go New Game Plus so I can kill every boss and not... Because normally if you do a DLC run, you have to wait a long time, which means most of the base game bosses are already dead, and some of the DLC bosses, so it's way too late. So doing a run this early helps out a bunch for that. Even though it means the early game is a little bit easy. But it's always easy, honestly. Yo, Scary, what's good? What's good? I gotta change my title, actually, Dick. Well, it's not wrong, it is Friday. Boom. There we go. I'll change it in the VOD later. Okay. Oh, we gotta actually talk to our girl. Alright, we gotta talk to Melina.
Have you heard of the thing they serve at you? I can play the turning route to aid you.
I am maidenless. What's up, dude?
Ah, Torrent. Treat him with...
I be good. I'm glad to be back in the game. After being gone for actually a long time. Relatively speaking. Oh boy. It feels good to be able to run past everything, not gonna lie. We're gonna kill Godric, Renala, and then Moog, I think. We are opening. Now, any boss with long recovery times can get absolutely destroyed this run because it gives me time to proc Rolana's cameo and then do a heavy attack Triple Ichibunji. And that's gonna completely murder people. And that includes Margit, so... At least on some of his attacks. His downward slam is gonna literally just murder him. He's gonna get himself killed pretty quickly. Okay. Blood-sucking tear. Alright, do it, buddy. Okay, I'll just hit you. I'll let him slam, I'll let him slam. Yeah, it's gonna be easy for a while, guys. It's gonna be easy for a while. This is how New Game Plus goes. It won't stay that way, though. I guess I should sit down. The only problem with blood sucking is that if I sit down, I don't think it gets rid of my buff, does it? Oh, it does, okay. So I won't be healing, or I won't be taking damage
To
afterwards.
see what hand, it seems torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering.
Oh yeah, we should go to round table.
Very well.
Just to
Let
do
me
that.
hand.
All the DLC is still gonna be hard, if not harder actually, even though I have a slightly higher scatter level. And every boss after Morgott is gonna be hard as well.
Oh, I can't remember very well. It is set. Allow you, a house can remember you.
Remember your place, newcomer. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Gideon. Appreciate you. So we'll run over to Godric and take care of him real quick. He won't be a problem at all. Like, actually, he's gonna get freaking completely annihilated. And then we should go to Renala, but we also need to get the medallion pieces still, I think. I've actually never checked, and
Well, but of course.
I've always just gotten them anyway in every New Game Plus run I've done. I'm pretty sure they don't carry over. We take less damage from these ballistae, they're gonna murder us. Ooh, dodge rolls. That's what's up. Like I mentioned before, the overhead stance is pretty... Like, of the stance skills, it might be one of the weakest, if not the weakest. I'm not too sure about that. But all stance skills are really good. In fact, stance skills as a category might be one of the best Ash Award categories in the game. They are all viable. Every single one. So, especially with the DLC, with Rolana's cameo, like, yeah, the damage is insane. The damage is absolutely bonkers. Okay, here we go. The Godric the Grafted. I think I actually buff in his room because how slow he is. Yep, I can. Alright, we're about to phase him. I'm actually going to stall a bit to get my FP up. Do your slam, do your slam. No, he's not doing it, okay. Fair enough, we'll just phase him. Okay. It does so much damage, dude. I think they might have buffed Rolana's cameo a bit too much back in the day.
Home, bathed in rays of gold.
Alright. Easy peasy. Like I said earlier, we're going to be leveling up Mind a bit. because that's going to be our primary method of attack. So mine is also one of the best investments you can make. It scales really well, actually, per level. So don't feel bad about over-leveling mine. There's really no such thing.
What happened? Oh,
Look at him there.
got water, you don't need.
Okay. You know, let's just kill Rolana next, because we're gonna be in the swamp anyway, so might as well just kill Rolana. We'll get the medallion pieces later. Rolana is gonna be a joke because you can actually run up to her laser, and whenever she uses the laser, she stuns herself basically. So I can fully charge Rolana's cameo and yeah, delete like half her health in one attack. So I'm greatly looking forward to that. But the doggo might be pretty hard. Is the doggo in a cup? No, it's not dark, unfortunately. Well, the dog can probably see colors better than he can, so there's something at least. Let's grab this grace right here. Did I grab all the maps on my templated character? I don't remember if I grabbed all the DLC maps or not. Oh well. Maps do carry over in New Game Plus, thank goodness. That was a W change. Would have been too easy? Yeah, no. Oh yeah, we go up here, yeah. What am I doing? I'm not gonna walk all the way over there, kick. We actually should, actually no. I was thinking we could go to the Ronnie Tower, like the one where you turn upside down and get the waypoint there, but screw it. Screw it. We'll use the skip here. Boom. Okay. We say get the key to the academy, then we can go to Ghetto Hogwarts. Hogwarts. I don't know why I said Hogwarts. Whatever. Ghetto Hogwarts. AKA Rhea Lucaria. We could probably murder this Glintstone dragon, but I don't want to like somehow die to him. You know what F it did. Crazy hitbox. Boom. Okay. He had it coming. He had it coming for a while. Alright. To Hogwarts we go. Woo! Yeah. So we got the doggo to kill, and then, what's her face? Renala. After that, we should be able to do Var's quest line. And then we can go to Moog. This guy really just went my way. There you go. That was close. After Moog dies, we'll probably go to Radon, and then we could do Ronnie stuff. Kill Estelle. If I can get him with Estelle in day 1, that'd be awesome. Because that's a lot of running to do. And that also means I'm like most known for Fortis stuff. And that'd be pretty great. Alright, we just need to go up here now. Alrighty. Doggo might be kind of hard, actually. It's gonna be a little difficult to land like stance attacks on him because he's so fast. Also, by the way, this doesn't have any hyper armor, so yeah. Okay, well he just walked right up to me. Never mind. That's literally the best thing he could do. That is literally the best thing he could have done, and he did it. So heck yeah. He could have sat in the back and shot missiles at me or did a dive at me, which I can't punish because I'd get knocked out of it, no hyper armor, but he just walked up to me, so sick. Good RG, dudes, let's go. Okay, we don't have that. I forgot to get rid of my rune increasing items, actually. Like Letta's rune, that's not... Let me just discard all this stuff right now. Discard all of it. Boom. There we go. I should probably discard my remembrances too, huh? That I don't have yet. So obviously we have Godric, but... But you can't discard them. Okay. Well, I just gotta look for the 2s then. I'm not gonna use them for runes or anything. The ones I got from previous runs. Although in the future, I might just use them and discard them in New Game before I start New Game Plus. We'll see. I kind of want to fight the Kari Knight up here, but he can parry my Ichimonji, so that would not be good. That would actually be extremely bad. So I'll just run past him probably. I don't know, let's try it, dude. Let's try it for the memes. Come over here, you chud. Oh, he has a fast weapon. He has a really fast weapon. Look, he tried right there. Oof. There we go. Okay. We're gonna buff up right before phase 1 ends, so we'll have it immediately phase 2. You love RNG? Heck yeah, dude. RNG's great when it's on my side, terrible when it isn't. Woo! Well behind. We buff right now. I still buff right now. No, we'll do a golden vow after. We'll go after. Boom, there we go, I got it off. Oof. Thank goodness. Yep. Just as I expected. Alright. Big Ichimonji bonk goes hard, dudes. Okay.
Did he flee, my sweetings?
Time for an actual hard boss, Moog.
There are books and lights.
So, if I'm not mistaken, I need to go back and meet with the two fingers at this point.
Only fine. You have now to become the thing as much. Now become.
Okay, I think we're good now, so we might have to go up the lift though, but we'll check in a second. I should have grabbed the Grace down here, but we could do a little bit of riding. Actually, we can't do Moog yet because we have to do the lift stuff anyway. So we'll do the lift stuff. We'll talk to White Mask, then do the lift stuff, and then kill Mogi Poo. And then that'll be 2 easy bosses down and 1 hard boss down. I think is a good spread. Where would Var be? Actually, is he right there? Or is he up more? I don't remember. I can't look at my map because this swamp is infamous for being in just combat forever. So let's just get the Grace for safety. He should be southeast of this location. Though. See? Yep. Sure is. I was thinking a lot of the run I'm going to do after this. The ornamental straight sword is pretty high up there, honestly, but I'm not too sure yet.
My dad, words are truly, I believe, even words. That's the oh.
There we go.
Give it a try, and if it,
Now, in order to use that, we need to either do PvP, which I'm not going to do, or go up the lift and do a summon. So we're going to need to grab the lift halves now. So we'll go ahead and do that. Not that hard, just a bit of riding. Always gotta rescue Bach. So I'll go ahead and do that right now.
Oi! You there? Could you help us out, Cully? Some clue. You were just thank you. I was pushing. I ended.
Good old Bach.
So this is all.
Thanks for giving me those 10 mushrooms, my dude. You're the goat. Okay. Now, before I kill Moog, I gotta remember to kill the Phantom White Mask. Otherwise, I can't get the mask for the rest of the playthrough. Which would be sad. That'd be real sad. So hopefully I remember. I really hope I remember. Because if not, we're using Rakshasa Helm for the rest of the game, boys. Okay. I'll probably just edit that into the templated character at some point so I don't make the same mistake again. But for this run, we're raw dogging it. We gotta go kill that shit. I was thinking of making a 100 template character as well, but that might make the DLC a little too hard. Well, it's not impossible, obviously. People have done it at level 1, but it means your damage sucks, basically. Who knows? We'll see. Even if I'm level 100, though, versus 150, the early game's still going to be super easy, so... I'm not going to judge anything based on that. Okay, the first medallion half is here. Okay, well, that was a really bad attack for him to do. Okay. Boom. I am fat rolling right now. Why am I fat rolling? Okay, do I still have Scarabon? Yeah. That thing is strange. Strangely heavy. Okay, there we go. Boom. Half of the Dectus medallion. Let's grab the other half now. It's in Kalid. We'll also grab the half of the Halig Tree medallion for millennia later, which is in the swamp. And that's all the medallion collectibles we need, except for the one in the Frost Zone, held by Commander Neil. But that's gonna be like way later. Way later. Rune bears, dude. It's funny, I can one-shot Promise Consort sometimes, but if I was fighting a new bear on New Game, not a new bear, Rune bear on New Game, dude, it might be harder. I don't know why. Rune bears are freaking rough sometimes. You could dodge like their stuff a little bit consistently, but it's not that amazing. Would it be faster to take the portal here? Maybe. I could try to fight the Blackblade Kindred as well. See if I get my butt whooped. Yeah, you know, let's fight Blackblade Kindred. Because we can get a lot of free hits on him at the beginning. And he's a high level enemy, so it's not going to be somebody we kill in like 2 seconds. You want to get your opening hits on him, and then screw off, basically. You do not want to fight him on the stairs, or like buggy stuff happens. Okay. Oh, yeah. The other great thing about the Great Katana is it has this poking roll attack, which is pretty awesome. Okay, that was a weird camera movement. Okay, there we go. Oh, get away. Yeah, pretty early, actually. This. Wow, his stance broke him. That's what's up. Excellent, excellent. Too bad all the gargoyle black weapons are kind of mid. For some reason. Maybe we'll do a run just with all of them together, because I don't want to do like 8 different runs for them, because they're pretty mid. But, yeah, they're not good, unfortunately. That castle over there in the background is where we gotta go, so may as well do that. And go and get the waypoint for Radon's place as well. More mind for now. We could kill this dragon as well, but he's kind of annoying, so I don't know about that one. Yeah, nah, we're just gonna run past him. We can fight the Erdtree Avatar, though, for some free runes, I guess. I think heavies are a no-go, though, for him. We're probably have to use his light stance attacks. Boom. Easy peasy. Okay. On to the castle. I gotta watch my health though, because I still have the blood sucking on. Don't want to just die to that. That'd be really funny. Okay. just up here is the medallion. We don't have to go further to get the sword seal like for new game runs. We could just end right here. In the castle. Boom. Let's go to Radahn's place, though. Since that is pretty close. Let's just get the waypoint. Because we're going to come back anyways to kill him after Moog. So, may as well. We could kill him first, but, like, it just doesn't matter. May as well just kill Moog and get the mask quicker before I forget. Because if I delay for too long, I'll forget to kill White Mask NPC, then I will lose. I'll lose it forever. So, I don't want to do that. Before I forget about it, I want to take care of that. I always forget as well that you can just drop down here to get to Millicent quickly. You don't have to do the puzzle, technically. I should start doing that in my new game runs. Because avoiding the puzzle would be pretty darn nice, not gonna lie. Is there a way down here? I don't remember, actually. There should be somewhere. But I could be horribly mistaken. I'm gonna die right here, but that's okay. That's alright. I might be able to go down this mound here. Oh yeah, you can for sure. Alright, sick. Normally there's a Deathrite bird here, which sucks. Not gonna deal with that today though. He's not even here because it's not nighttime. Oh boy, the freaking bird saw me. Alright, is the teleport active? No. I think it activates when I get to the... what is it called? The freaking lift, yeah. And I use the lift. Let's go get the Halleck tree half now, and then we'll go up the lift. Boom, 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 boom. I'm really curious what the file size for the recording is going to be. I'm not sure. I think it's going to be like 100 and something gigs. Because I do the... not the indistinguishable quality option OBS, but the one below that. And for the Dark Souls 2 videos, that's like 150 gigabytes, so... I'm wondering how it's going to be for Elden Ring. But I guess we'll find out. Oh boy, stay away from the crabs, dudes. Stay far away from the crabs. Let's talk to our homie Albinus up here. I'm not even gonna bother getting that grace, honestly. I'm never coming back here in this run.
Please no.
Please no! Dear me.
I haven't a clue. No secrets lie with me, not a one. Oh, please leave me be.
I think you can kill him to get it early, but come on, dude. Why'd you tag Albinus?
Because my beg you must keep.
That's a red flag, dude. Okay, there we go. To the lift. We're taking the elevator. Heck yeah, dudes. Oh, not there. Oops. Didn't I get the freaking waypoint outside, Keck? Alright, let's go to the outer gate, then. There we go. Once I get up to Altus Plateau, I will go to the point where White Mask wants us to go, and we'll take care of that. I am curious about... Oh, wait, what am I doing? I need to go in the little sigil area here. I'm curious about the second part of the quest, though, because I've always gone to the Church of Inhibition. And I know there's another spot in the Consecrated Snowfield, I think it is. So... But there are other locations where you could use the... what is it called? The white cloth he gives you. I would like to know, because there are certain items that I can do in New Game, like Moog stuff and then other things in the Moog area. But the problem isn't killing Moog, it's killing Vike. Because Vike can be a freaking horrible nuisance at times. But if I can avoid going to the Church of Inhibition up there, then I don't have to worry about that anymore. So... Unless I, of course, want to do Vike's Spear as a run, which we could do. All I would have to do is kill Radon, do his remembrance, get his weapon, and then I could cheese Vike that way. Or maybe I just fight him in an honorable duel or something. Not looking forward too much to that run, Vike's freaking Spear, because Frenzy Flame is not amazing, but we'll see. I'm gonna look up the locations for the white cloth, though, where you could douse it in Maiden's blood. Let's see. Your white mask. Kill Irina. Oh yeah, you can kill Irina, I guess. If you really don't want to fight, what's-his-face. You know, that works, kind of. Irina's the, like, early game quest giver in the Southern Peninsula, Weeping Peninsula. So, for most runs, I could do that, I suppose. Even though it's kind of a douche thing to do to kill her, but F it. I guess it doesn't matter too much, because you need to go up to the Church of Inhibition anyway, eventually, to get the Sacred Tier. But, that would help with certain runs that require getting a Moog Spear early, or any of the other Moog Win area weapons early. Because then I don't have to kill Vike, and I can just get there really, really, really fast. Okay, let's go progress up here to get to the area that Var wants to go to. We have to fight Beast Claw for that. Garank, I think is his name. Actually, no, that might be somebody else. But it's the NPC up here. He sucks, so I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Because unlike the other NPCs that'll charge right into you, he'll stay back and use Beast Claw incantations. And those will just murder you. Like, unironically, they'll just completely decimate you. But we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't take too long for me to kill him. Let's go across the bridge. Alright. Now we need to go under the bridge. There is a way down. Actually, I'll just go this way, right? This works too, I think. Yep. Okay. Oops. While we're here, we could go to Volcano Manor and just get that Grace taken care of. We could fight Rykard. As part of the new game stuff, I have a plus 10 Serpent Hunter. So we could fight him if we really wanted to. It would make sense because he's the only boss besides Elden Beast where having White Mask doesn't matter because we're not going to be using the bleed, obviously. So maybe. Maybe. Modify our route a little bit to kill Rykard. Let's see. He's also not an easy boss. He'll take, he won't die in 2 hits, basically. Alright, here we go. Yeah, Magnus the Beast Claw, that's right. Garank is the one who is not Malekith. the ghetto Malekith. We're not going to use Flash for this. Oof. There we go, there we go. We got him in the combo. Okay. Oof. He almost got that off. That's what's up. Alright. Excellent. Let's actually take care of Mount Gelmir now, then, while we're literally right next to it. Screw it. That seems very efficient in terms of time, so we'll go ahead and do that. So we'll kill Falling Star Beast. I think you can run past him, but like, why not? Pretty easy. Pretty easy fight. Gotta climb the Metal Gear Solid 3 ladder first, and then the one after that. Okay. Grafted here. Okay, you did a buff first. Excellent, excellent. So we're not gonna get cheese off this ladder. Alright, the last ladder, dudes. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I don't think Falling Star Beast can be bled, can he? Or maybe he can. He's technically organic. No, he's made mostly of rock. I don't know. Actually, I never checked. Actually, no, there is one more ladder. Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
Welcome.
Merchant.
Dear customer. Yes. right
Dear
this way.
customer.
Right this way.
Alright. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. Boom. Okay. Let's fight Falling Star Beast. Little pre-buff down here, as usual. You know, there's like a weird quirk with the blood-sucking tier where you can, like, negate the damage by rolling. It's, like, super strange. It, like, counts. I love when he's in the corner of the map, dude. Alright, let's heal up. FP up. Laser. There we go, there we go. Boom. Ooh, headshot. Heck yeah. Shard of Alexander. Boom. Falling Star Beast Jaw. Really good weapon. One of the better weapons in the game. We'll play with it one day, but not today. The skill was nerfed, but it's still really good. Nice spammable range skill. Comes out fairly quickly. Alright, let's kill Godskin Noble and then kill Rykard. Won't take long at all. I keep putting points into mind. It's a very good investment.
Aren't you? We rarely risk fascinating. So, about the bow, if you have, rise with your decision now. You, but the drawing room lies. I am Tanit.
Drawing room key. Excelente. I don't know why there's snails in their walls, but whatever. All right. Is there actually a faster way to get down to the lava here? I vaguely recall that, but... Oh golly, the snakes are so annoying. Here we go. No, I think that's too far of a drop, isn't it? I don't know, actually. Huh. Let me do some science real quick. Because that would save me a lot of time if I could just quick drop down here. I think we can, actually. Yeah, that makes it a lot easier, for sure, for sure. You don't have to go through that freaking dumb castle part. I totally forget about that at times. But that saves a few minutes, for sure. For sure. I will open the bridge because I'm scared of dying to Godskin Noble, even though it hasn't happened on stream yet. I don't want to have to do all that running again, so just in case. Just in case, dudes. Yeah. I could have actually done a heavy on him there. Oh, he's gonna phase now. Okay. Which one? Okay. We got no choice but to wait this one out, unfortunately, with the Great Katana, unlike Star Sword's Greatsword, so... Easy peasy. Alright, we got a bit of a walk, like 2-minute walk, and then red card. Hopefully he goes well. Because if he doesn't, then kind of sedge. I will obviously be using Serpent Hunter on him. You can't really overhead stance him to death. No ranged attacks. Unfortunate. Almost there. Okay, Rykard time. Excellent. Let's put on the Serpent Hunter. Now I already have it plus 10 because it's part of the new game plus stuff. You can assume that it's fully upgraded. There we go. Serpent Hunter plus 10. Honestly, I wonder what I should use for him though. Definitely two-handed sword talisman, definitely Shard of Alexander. I think just to make sure we don't get cooked, I'm gonna put Crimson Seed Talisman on. Then I'm gonna put on, I don't know, at that point. Great jars. Maybe two-headed? I am heavy loaded now, though, so I guess I'll sack a little bit of damage to put on Godskin Noblehood. Boom. It's hard in New Game Plus. Shoot. You should stagger soon. Yeah, there we go, GG. That's phase 1. Phase 1 completed. Okay. It's too far for that. Oh. Oh, it is quick attack. Should ult soon. Oh, lava. Lava, lava, lava. There we go. Oh, delayed hitbox. Trying to spam me now. Yeesh. Crazy. You should stagger, or at least the mini stagger on him. There we go, GG. That was a little more rough than expected, but we got pretty bad RNG on his attacks. Still killed him though. Alright, let's get our basic setup back. We'll level up first, I suppose. Boom. Okay, back to Rakshasa. Shard of Alexander, Rolana's cameo, and the Lord of Blood's exaltation. There we go. Relay Serpent Hunter with the Great Katana. Your words categorized, Keck. There you go. Alright. Back to here. Let's go kill Draconic and get that waypoint, and then we could finally finish up Var's quest and fight Moog. Draconic should be fairly simple. We're gonna have to use light attacks mostly though, although there is like one opening where you can use a heavy attack on him and be fine. But most of the time it's gonna be just light attack. Get up here. Yep. Dodge the freaking trebuchets. Was a low shot. It's crazy. Okay, we're good. We should be fine, honestly, with 12 flash, so I'm not going to sit down and get more. I'm just going to go fight him straight up. Fight good old Draconic. Now, when he's powering up, and I think when he's done, I can use heavy attacks. But for the rest of the time, not really. Maybe I can use it on opening. We'll see. So let's sneak up behind him. Like I've explained previously, the key to killing these guys is to stay on the shield side. If you're on the mace side, he'll murder you, but if you're on the shield side, it's pretty manageable, actually. Alright. Let's get behind him and then charge up our stance and we'll be Gucci. Wow, okay, we just changed something. I forgot how long his opening animation is. Heck. Well, that works. For sure, for sure. I didn't rune scarab his stuff. That doesn't matter, to be honest. Mind, boom, there we go. Okay, now we gotta head back to Var and check in with him. Yo, Var, what's good?
You have a. I wish to a knight to serve.
Luminary Moog.
Now. For normally the
So now we need to go soak this in the blood of a maiden. So we could go kill Var or Vike, but honestly, let me try Arena, because I haven't actually done that before, so I'll just give her a try. And she's like right up this cliff and across the bridge. Super easy. Can we actually get up here? Or do we need to do the thing? We have to go around the other way. Just fine, I suppose. You just go up here instead. Boom. After that, we'll be teleported to Moog's Coliseum, or Mausoleum, I guess, technically. And then we'll fight Moog. But first, before I forget, we're gonna go fight the White Mask Apparition. And get the White Mask headpiece. So, I don't lock myself out of it, because the moment you kill Moog, you can't get that anymore. So, I will not forget. I will go and get it. We're doing pretty good on Remembrances so far, though. We've gotten Godric, Renala, and Rykard so far. We're about to get Radon and Moog, so that would be 5. And shortly after that, we can get Estelle, which would be 6. So that'd be really good. Really good Brog, for sure. Okay, she's right across this bridge. Fire that off quick. Hey there, Irina. How you doing?
Why on earth? It didn't cause anyone harm. Please, safe.
I've never killed her before like that. So that's kind of messed up. All she does is cast rejection over and over again. That's no match for the great Katana, though. That's for darn sure. Back to White Mask one more time. And we're off to Moog. I should mention that the other alternative doing templated runs was to just like use Cheat Engine or something to mod in the weapon at the very beginning, like the DLC weapons, but that's kind of cheesy, so I decided not to do that. Did I go the wrong way? Oh no, it's over here. Yeah, I decided not to do that because that's kind of cheese. Like you could start with the Great Katana, like level 1 in New Game, but it's not really authentic, so I decided against doing that and doing this templated 150 run instead. Although you could if you really wanted to.
Ah, mine, you've complete. And with this, a knight. Now, this.
Alright.
Oh, good heavens. Clench your teeth or something.
Okay.
Never forget, for it is what you have. Oh.
There we go. We use this immediately, and we're in Moog's Mausoleum. Now, Moog is obviously an endgame boss, so he definitely is not going to die in like 2 seconds. Although, we might, if we're lucky, be able to phase him before he does knee heal. I could, like, go all the way for that, but just in case, let me... How long does the crystal tier for him last, actually? Because I want to trade it in for the purifying crystal tier. Let me see. It's not like 3 minutes, is it? I thought it was just like 30 seconds or something. Oh, it's at any point, so it's like infinite duration. Heck, okay. Well, yeah, we're definitely doing that then. 100% we're doing that, garbage. Now, before we go up the mausoleum to fight Moog, we're gonna go to the... I think it's the Blood Lake is where the White Mask apparition is. There's 3 of them, if I'm not mistaken. So, the one that gives the mask is at the Blood Lake. For me, I'm talking out of my freaking behind, and there's only 1 apparition. I don't know. But we'll find him. We'll find him. I think we got him here. Where though? Oh, there he is. Ooh, blood loss. Got him. Alright, was this the correct one? No. I didn't get the white mask, so we gotta find the other apparition. It's not aggro the freaking birds of annoyance. I thought he was over here, but maybe I'm mistaken. Bird see me? No. he's here, okay. Maybe this is the one? Let's see. No? Okay, so we got the worst RNG. There's actually, we had the last one. It's not RNG, but... You know what I mean. We picked the worst ones. I could look up where he is, I guess. Oh no, he's right here? Okay. Well. That's cool. Oh, he has blood flies incantation. Oh. Boom, that has to be it right there. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Didn't miss it, dudes. We got it. Now, I might use, like, unethical means to edit that into my template character, so I don't have to do that every freaking time, but... Because I should have gotten it in New Game, but I didn't. But the white mask, basically... Does it say it here? Yeah. Whenever you blood loss anything, or if you get blood loss, you get 10% more attack power for 20 seconds, so... Rakshasa Helm gives you 2% always. White Mask gives you 10% for 20 seconds when you blood loss something. So for bursting down bosses, this is better. Although I might switch to Rakshasa for things like Promised Consort, because that fight is so long that you can't really maintain good uptime. But we'll see. Time to fight Moog. Grab this rune here. We could fight actual White Mask if you want, I guess. He's right here. Teach him a freaking lesson. That'd be kind of cool, I guess. You get the dumb bouquet from him. Where you at, my dude? Where you at?
You seek violence, heedless of my warning, though you have been raised to a ninth of pain. Why? Christ!
Well, he's gone. He dead.
Oh, please cry, please. Bless them.
You get Var's Bouquet, which is one of the worst weapons in the game, honestly, but it at least has blood tax. But it's not great. We'll do a run at some point of that garbage, but... At least it has blood tax, which is a very good Ash of War. Alright, Moog time. Here we go, boys. Good old Moog. I'm very curious how this is gonna go. You can definitely heavy him sometimes, but not super often. Right here, I think you can. Ooh, we skipped the kneel. Yo. That was close. I almost died, actually, because of the freaking blood shower he did. Bad RNG. We got him. Heck yeah. A Millo runes for that. Let's go. As you can see, stance skills with Rolana's cameo are freaking nuts. But obviously, you can only do that in New Game Plus because Rolana's cameo is in the DLC. And Moog, obviously, you need to kill him to get to the DLC, so... yeah. I don't know why Letta's not here, that's kind of weird. Why is Letta not here? Frick? We'll put all those into mind, by the way. I forget what the soft cap for mind is, but maybe we'll just go to 30 and stop. 30 mind. Yeah, I don't know why Letta's not here, but whatever. Obviously, we don't need to... Let's do Radon, by the way. We don't need to do the whole Scatter BS this time, because we already are Scatter level 20. That carries over in New Game Plus, as you can see here. So we won't have to do that off screen. Instead, I'll just grab all the waypoints, so we don't have to run around for DLC. So it'll save me a lot of time in the back end, but yeah, whatever. Won't make any difference in the streams. But now we fight Radon. Very nice. Champions, welcome.
Stars have aligned. The festival. Are you the festival?
I should also mention that part of the reason I'm doing New Game Plus runs with these DLC weapons is that is the experience most, like 95% of players would have. Like, most players would get a DLC weapon and then finish the base game with it and then do a New Game Plus run with it. Most people aren't killing Moog on their first run through in like 2 hours into the game at level 40 or something. That's just not happening, so this is what most people would do and experience. But yeah. Oh, I didn't change my physique, but whatever, dude. Whatever, Radon shouldn't be that bad. Also, I don't think I can even... I can physique, I guess, but heavy face too. Okay. Chud. Okay. Good attack, good attack. we almost one phased him. That's funny. Okay. Easy peasy. Gold Scarab. We're doing really well, by the way. This is insane. This is insane pace. Now, we do need to go to Ronnie, so I guess we do that right now? We don't have to do Alexander's questline, by the way, since obviously we already have it, so... Don't need to worry about that. Yeah, we'll level up mine to 30, I think. That'll be plenty, I imagine, for this run. Okay, let's go to Ronnie, which is a bit of a walk, but that's fine. Actually, we shouldn't go here. We should go to the outside swamp area. To the swamp. We had to go through her estate first, but that won't be too bad. If if these boss kills are illustrating anything to people, it should be that stance skills are definitely worth using. Like, a lot of people don't realize that when you start off as Knight, I believe it's Knight, you get the short sword. And the short sword has a Ash of War in it called Square Off. Most people are quick to dismiss that because it looks like really goofy. But I kid you not, the short sword at the start of the game with Square Off can solo the entire game comfortably. It is actually insane. Square Off is probably the most underrated skill in this game. It is absolutely ridiculous. It does so much stance damage. I don't know why. Like, it can break a lot of bosses in 3 hits. Some of them in 2 hits. Especially if you have the poise breaking crystal tier. It is so wild, actually. And most people just get rid of it immediately because it's like, yeah, this is like a gross skill. You hit L2, it doesn't immediately do damage. You enter this weird stance so that you're really slow in. It's like kind of gross. But if you know how to use it, which isn't that hard, then it completely massacres the whole game. It's really funny. I can't wait till I do the short sword run. I'll probably just run Square Off with that. Your basic short sword at the very beginning of the game and just destroy everything. It'll be super fun. I'm gonna try a quicker way to get through here, which is just cutting through this side. There we go. Optimizations like that will lessen the busy work we have to do, which is a win for everybody. Okay, get rid of that. We're not gonna cheese Loretta. I seriously doubt that's even necessary, so we'll just kill Loretta normally. Then we'll talk to Ronnie. She'll tell us to go in the meteor area, and we'll go ahead and do that. While we're there, we'll kill Moosey Boy, who will just fall over. Because Great Katanas have long enough range where I think I can hit the belly from underneath. So he's just gonna fall over, like, actually. Alright, here we go. We'll fix our crystals here. Eventually. I don't know when. There we go. Loretta's a great bow. Easy peasy. I guess we should grab the Grace and fix our tier. So replace this with stamina recovery speed. Stamina recovery speed is a far superior stat to stamina raw, so that's why endurance isn't really that important. But you know what we also gotta do? We gotta get Radon's Great Rune going. Now that we killed him, so we'll go ahead and do that after we talk to Ronnie. We have to go to the tower and do a teensy bit of parkour, and then we can activate the Great Rune. Here's Ronnie. Here's where all the simps come out. Yo, what's good?
Thou must have, though I have no intriguing. Wilt thou? I am the wit that I might well. I see thou art, but I require
Okay. Now we gotta talk to all the friendos.
You've a grand pleasure, Kari and I. Together.
Talk to Saluvis. Where you at, homie? Oh, sorry.
I see. Yes, I am. I don't know what since I asked. I come and pay. Should you? If it, I reside in.
Together.
We should be able to leave now, right? Yes. Okay. We'll go to the Divine Tower of Kaled and get Radahn's rune activated. Very nice. After we kill Ancestor Spirit and Estelle, who do we have left actually? I need to check that. Off the top of my head, it would be Morgott, Fire Giant, Malekith, Vortisex, Placidusex, Millennia, Orlu, and Elden Beast, if I'm not mistaken. So still quite a lot of bosses to kill. Okay, it's up here. I'm not gonna grab the gray so I don't die by fall damage or something. I should not, but never know. Just gotta get this guy to attack. There we go. Alrighty. We just need to go up here, and then we can get our Great Rune settled. I'm wondering when to end today. There's a lot of options, actually. I think we're gonna kill Ancestor Spirit, kill Estelle, and then we're gonna kill Morgott. And I think that'll be it for today. Because honestly, I could go probably 5 hours today and then beat all of the base game in one day. I mean, maybe, right? I don't know. I gotta keep in mind, though, I'm local recording, so I have a video file that's building up over time. And therefore, I can't actually go that long or else I'll run out of space on my computer. So I think I'm just gonna break it up into 3 days still. By doing that. That would leave a lot of bosses in day 2, which would be Fire Giant, Malekith, Vortisex. And you know, everybody after that, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see for sure. Now we gotta go down here and do Ronnie stuff. Let's put on the Great Rune first, though. Can't level up yet. Okay, let's use a Rune Arc. We actually can level up by using the Lord's Ring that we got in Moog's area, so let's go ahead and do that. Is mine at 30 yet? No, 28, okay. We'll do 30 mine and then pump a dex for the rest of the run. Maybe a little bit of strength if we hit the soft cap, which I think will be 55? Right? Yeah. I gotta remember as well when uploading these local recorded videos that pretty much immediately after stream I gotta start uploading because they're gonna be long, really long time to upload. So right after I end the stream, probably after killing Morgott later on, I will start uploading that, and hopefully it works out because the quality will be like the visual quality will be a lot higher by doing this, which will be very nice for the people at YouTube, which there's a lot apparently. I was kind of surprised at that, but there is interest, so that's what's up. I guess we'll fight the Mimic here straight up. That might make the Mimic one of the hardest bosses in the early game. But hey, screw it. Maybe I should kill the twin gargoyles again to inject some difficulty because they're immune to bleed, so they're gonna be a lot harder. But they're also just annoying. They're just straight up annoying to fight, so probably not. I'll probably still go kill Sewer Moog in day 2 to get to Fortisex. He tried to use the Ichimonji on me, dude. Crazy. You do not want to get hit by that. If he hits me with that, I'm dead, dude. Yeah. Ooh, triple hit. Okay. There we go. Log in it. Let's summon Moosey Boy, Ancestor Spirit. Something else I want to do really badly is the hand-to-hand art weapons. So either one, Dryleaf Arts or Dane's Footwork. Those would be so hyped to play with. And they're really weird because the best infusion for them is Frost, so... Frost is a wild card when it comes to its scalings. Literally on a weapon-by-weapon basis. You don't know ahead of time, you have to look it up. But some weapons have really good scalings with Frost, and some have really bad. And most of them are in the middle, like, just whatever. They're in line with what you'd expect. But for some reason, the Dryleaf Arts and Dane's Footwork, they get, like... Let me see if I can remember right. It's like C scaling in Strength and Dex, and B scaling in Int. It's, like, freaking insane, actually. I don't know why. Let's actually get the waypoint before I forget. The Grace. So both of those runs will probably be Frost infusion runs. Which is cool, because I don't usually run that. And obviously, there's nothing more Giga Chad than punching and kicking your enemies over and over and over again. The Dryleaf Arts are more about punching, and the Dane's Footwork is obviously more about kicking. But there is a mix of both. Alright. One more and we fight the moose. Okay, let's go. And again, he's so far away I can just pre-buff in the boss room. No problemo. Okay, he's just slow walking to me, that's funny. Turtle a little bit. Alright, alright. I think I have to use singles for him, actually. He's gonna heal. Unfortunate. Maybe he won't, but I think he will. Yeah. He gets iframes when he's, or you can't die, I guess, when he's going underneath. He can get hurt, but he just won't die. Okay. Not a problem, as you can see. Okay, let's get our equipment back on. Can I just warp out of here? Yep. Oof. On to here. Excellent. Now, from here on out, we got a lot of walking to do, unfortunately, to get Ronnie's quest done, so that sucks, but hopefully I can make it as fast as possible. Don't need that waypoint, that grace, so let's go over here. Nice. Now we can take that back to Ronnie. We'll do the tower stuff, then the Estelle stuff, and we'll be well set. Maybe we'll save Morgoth for day 2. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we're at in terms of time when we kill Estelle.
Not blood. Even in my... It is in thy... My thanks soon. My strain. I must thank you, May. It was but...
Good. Let's go to the tower now. Get Fia's questline taken care of, as well as some of... I don't think you actually need that for Ronnie's, but maybe. Definitely need it for Fia's, though. Actually, do you... now I'm second guessing if you actually need. Oh, you do, because you need to give it to her so she falls asleep, right? Yeah. Fia. So yes, let's go. Because otherwise she won't fall asleep, and then you can't fight Vortisax. So that sounds about right. Well, let's head over. Wondering if it's faster to stay on the coastline, though. Not actually sure of that. I don't know if that's actually faster or not. Here it is. Can't go over here. Boom. There we go. We'll kill the Godskin Noble up here, just for the lulz, but we won't kill the annoying NPC that sucks. Not this time. The Ghetto Salubis. Don't fall down the elevator shaft. Please no. Please no. Okay, there we go. Lighted glint blades. Gotta get rid of those. There we go. This ain't good. It's in a pretty bad spot. We're fine though, we're fine. Excellent. Alright, alright. Cool. Okay, we survived that garbage. Okay, Godskin Noble time. Second of 3 we're gonna be fighting, because obviously the last one is a Godskin duo. So, nothing too surprising there. Oops. Good. Bad RNG, okay. Can I do this actually? Hold on. Sciencing. No, you can't, because it changes turn radius there. Oh, he did a quick attack. Heck. Dang, he was spamming that. That's crazy. He just spammed his quick attack. At least it wasn't his slash, I guess. Alrighty, let's go get the death rune or whatever. Guess we'll just grab this grace. Although you never come back here. So I'm not sure why there's a grace up here, but whatever. Curse Mark of Death. Excellent. Okay. On to Rena's Rise. Estelle's gonna be goofy to fight, so if I get grabbed at all, I pretty much have to die, aka save and quit, because I will die in a single grab. So, that's cool. But besides that, it's just gonna be weird to hit his hitbox. Of his strange shape and how he bobs his head around. Okay. Mini Rani. Talk to my Ronnie action figure.
Oh, or is it me, Thai? I hadn't expected now the perform eliminate the name of
I don't know why she's like a little doll, but I'd be curious to know why that is. Like, why is she in doll form? You know what I should do? I should probably kill Moog, actually, the sewer Moog last instead of Morgott today, because that means most of the running parts of the run are done. So there's not a lot of running besides Halligatry, where there's obviously a lot, but I can't do anything about that for a while. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what time we have left. Alright, Noxtella. Gotta run past here. Almost got womboed by archers, Keck. That's my RNG right there. Alright, we gotta kill the Baleful Shadow now. Shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. We will do the jump attack cheese, but I think we can do a triple Ichimonji right after that. But he might bite me, we'll see. Here we go.
Oh, Shadow, thou art the last. Tell the two fingers that Rani the Witch cometh to rave thy flesh with a fateful wound, ne'er to heal.
Okay. At least you know that isn't nearly a one-shot combo right there. Heck yeah.
Beautifully formed. My thanks.
Boom.
It was more of a challenge than I envisioned. Now I can finally stand before them. This is farewell, my dear.
Alright, Lake of Rot, and then Estelle. I get my save and quit ready, because you get grabbed by Estelle in New Game Plus. That's pretty much guaranteed death. I mean, you might be able to survive the gravity grab, but which you can dodge, by the way, but I'm not too familiar with the timing. I think it's after 6 clicks you dodge. Do not recall. You know what I should have done in my template characters? Get Scarlet Rot boluses for Millennia just in case. I do that for future runs. I'll just have to buy them manually here. There's a merchant in K later you can buy them, so I'll just do that off stream. Whatever. But yeah. You can definitely do that in the templated run, so I can do that so all my future characters in New Game Plus will have that by default. I don't have to do that every single time. That would be pretty awesome. I forgot to change my name as well. Because obviously Redusty's not going to hold up real well, so I'll call him Sekiro or something. In fact, you know what? I'm going to take time out of the run right now to do a rename. Screw it, dudes. YOLO. I think you do it at Renala, right? Could be mistaken.
Is it thy to become?
Hey, you can. Alright, well, obviously we gotta go with Sekiro, dude. Of course, you could do friggin' Ishin. Maybe we should do Ishin, because Ishin does the stupid Ichimonji, too. Boom, Ishin. There you go. The look of the character doesn't matter because obviously they have full armor on, so don't need to worry about that. Who would Sekiro be, though? If I had a Sekiro character, I don't know what weapon he'd use. It's not this one. Maybe I use Rakshasa's one, I'll call it Sekiro. We'll see. I rolled in the rot. That's maybe a problem. You just save and quit to get rid of the status buildup, though. So I might have to do that. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, Estelle time. This fight's gonna be strange, for sure. Okay, he's doing that. What's up? where's he going? Okay, grab. Excellent. We dodged that. He hasn't done any of his claw attacks yet, unfortunately. So I can't be able to use triple on him. There we go. He should warp away now and ult. Or maybe not, correct? Yeah, there we go. Here's his ultimate. Let me heal again so Bloodsucking doesn't kill me. Heck. Alright, he got me on the running attack there. Oh, am I trying to wombo? Yeah, you're trying to do a wombo right now? We're good. Oof. Boom! Heck yeah, dudes. Easy breezy. You can dodge his ultimate pretty easily, by the way. Just get away from him. And most of the meteors are going to just hit the ground, but there are going to be, I think at most 3 that track you. So you got to look in the air for which ones are tracking you, and then once you see them, just dodge them at the right time. It's pretty easy. Very easy stuff. Okay. We'll stop at 30 mine. I think that's plenty, for sure. With 1 FP flask, that should be like more than enough. And if I really need more for some reason, I can switch to 2 FP flasks. Oh yeah, I do need to get the ring, Kick. Gotta get the ring from the library. I don't have to do this part of Ronnie's questline, but since we're so close, we may as well, right? Boom. And people like seeing the end of the questline, so may as well. Yeah, I think we'll fight Moog, like fake Moog, to end the run because, or not end the run, end today. Since going through the sewer sucks, and starting tomorrow with that, or whenever I stream again with that, is gonna be freaking dumb. So I won't do that. Let me look at something real quick. Gucci? We Gucci? I'll grab the Grace up here just in case, and then we'll wrap up Ronnie's questline. Woo! To dodge that air grab, by the way, that can one-shot you, you have to get away when he's teleporting, don't get hit by it, and quickly pivot your camera around to see if he's doing it. If you see the tip of the teleport thing on your screen, the very top, he's doing the grab, so you gotta just run towards that, and then do a dodge. I think you can avoid the dodge if you run early enough. You just run towards them and then dodge it completely that way, but I do a safety dodge just in case, and it's actually not too bad to dodge. If you do that. Over here. Come on, Ronnie. Where you at? There we go. With the fingers in the background.
So perhaps I am. I go, I bid thee, and once.
Another Dark Moon Greatsword. That's the second one, right? That I have. Let's see. For funsies. It'll be up here. Yep. Boom. 2 Dark Moon Greatswords. Kick. Okay. Let's deal with Moog and then end the stream. Or we'll go all the way down to the roots area and then end the stream. This is a pretty good first day, to be sure. We are obliterating the bosses really quickly, but honestly, even in our regular runs, we do kill them not as fast, but still fairly quickly. These early game bosses. And because most of the time in the run is not killing bosses, but just getting from point A to point B, we're not actually... It's not that different from a normal run, in hindsight, so... Overall, I'm pretty pleased with the 150 character template idea. I don't think I'm going to change it. And again, this is what most people would do with DLC weapons. They would run them in New Game Plus, because you get them so late, you're not going to really go out of your way to get them early. Like by fighting Moog immediately and then doing all that stuff. That's not really how it works. Should we kill this guy right now? I guess, huh? Boy, I got stuck. Boom. Heck yeah, dude. Then we get a rune for that. Very nice. We'll use that right now and then level up after Moog is taken care of. Now, I've obviously already killed the real Moog, so... The fake one shouldn't cause us any problems, but you never know, I guess. This sprint through the sewer is not too bad if you know where to go, so... At long last, I do know. It took me a few runs to get acclimated, but... Rest assured, we do know where to go. And I gotta go to the restroom real bad. Guess I'll end up doing that when the stream's over, and then upload this VOD. Okay, let's put this on. Very nice. Oh. Okay, now we gotta go over there. Nice and easy. Oh golly, did that. Dude, him doing that point blank is crazy bad RNG. Okay. Alright, we survived that. It's the worst part, for sure. Maybe we'll just end after we kill Moog and not do the Frenzied Flame part. Just to keep the VOD under 3 hours. It's probably wise to do. Yeah. We'll start off by doing that next time. I guess we just kill Fortisax immediately, huh? Let's go murder Fortisax. This Moog should die in like 2 minutes. 2 minutes tops. Started with that. That's freaking weird. That's a super weird opening. Ooh, kill him. Heck yeah, dude. Easy peasy. Feels good to stance break things again after the Star Scourge Greatsword run where that just never happened. Heck. Okay, well that's gonna be it for today. So next time we'll kill Fortisax and Morgoth and then kill everybody else, hopefully. Unless something horrible happens. You know who's gonna suck actually? Horaloo. Horaloo's gonna suck a ton to kill. Oh, can we level up actually if we do this? Yes, heck yeah. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be terrible. But yeah, thanks for watching everybody. Hopefully the VOD quality on YouTube is a lot better. I'll check it out and see. And this run's going really good so far. I'm liking these New Game Plus runs a lot. Starting off at 150 seems pretty reasonable. Even though the early game's pretty easy, it's always easy. So, like, I wouldn't really hold that against the choice, honestly. Okay, so next time I stream, I don't know. I might stream tomorrow, Sunday, but if not, then Monday. But Tuesday, Wednesday, there's usually WoW days, as usual. We might skip Tuesday today. Actually, there's a lot of uncertainty, but we'll see. If I do skip Tuesday, then maybe we'll continue this run. It should be done in 3 days, by the way, which is the pace it's been going. So this is day 1. Day 2 would be Sunday, Monday, one of those days, and then day 3 would be Tuesday, Wednesday, probably. One of those days, but we'll see. Maybe even Thursday if we suck at WoW again. Kick. Thanks for watching, everybody, and see you next time. Peace.